got the, I think, first down and 10. Take handoff. Kelby up the middle. And he's going to gain about 11 on the carry. Another first down for the Miners. Ball spotted about the Miners. Check that, the Tiger 39-yard line. Got three receivers to the right, one to the left. Booty checking signals from the sideline, gets the play. Snap back, swing pass out. Ball's incomplete, intended for Cannon Ozier. Ball's thrown just a little bit too high. He had a lot of room to go if he could get it there, but the ball thrown was a little bit wide and high. Up second down and 10. Three receivers to the right, one to the left. Swing pass. Swing pass out to Aston Rowell. He's going to get about 11 on the play. Miner first down and 10.
Same play. First one went a little high and out of bounds, but that was a nice gain there by Easton.
Well, we got three receivers to the left, one to the right.
And off up the middle, nowhere.
And met in at the line of scrimmage, maybe a 1-yard loss. Aston Rowell on the carry, but that time the Tigers were ready for that.
Coach, they got good penetration on that particular play right there. Now, Hartshorne's going to have to make the adjustment. Loss of one on the play. Three wide receiver set. Brett, Carter Johnson, and Cannon Ozier will be the three receivers to the far side. Swing pass is high again, incomplete to Cannon. And it'll bring up 3rd and 11. That's what you look for right here is can the Miners convert on a long 3rd down? A couple of plays right there, just not quite as sharp as we needed to be, but we picked up 11 on a couple of other plays. Let's see what they decide to do here on 3rd down. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to each side. Cannon goes in motion, jet sweep. He's going to take it around the left side. He's going to have the first down, and he's still on his feet inside the 10.
Down to maybe the 5, just outside the 5.
And, Coach, it looked like he might have been able to cut it back up a little quicker, but he stayed wide, and he still had enough room to get to the sideline. So good job there by Cannon.
Yeah, he did have a lane to cut it up early, but he might not have gained as much yards. He kept it on out to the outside and took it to the sideline and got it down to about the 6.
1st and goal, Hartshorne. Jackson's your quarterback. Kelby Thomason is the running back. Fakes it to Kelby. Pass in the end zone, and it's broken up. It's going to be incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal. Pass is intended for Brett Lindley.
Defended by number 3. Nice defensive play by that. He saw that route coming, and he was ready for it.
Brett might have wanted to stay a little bit steeper on the top end of that route there. 4 wide receiver set. Cannon goes in motion. And we have a flag before the snap. False start is the call. Hartshorne going the wrong direction here on 2nd and goal.
I was unable to see who that was on the.
I didn't see an indication of who it might have been.
It was lined up offside or we jumped.
Snap gets away from Jackson. He's going to roll back to about the 25 and fall on it. And it's going to bring up 3rd and goal for the Miners.
I don't know if the snap might have been a little bit high, but it kind of went through his hand. If I was up around the face mask area, it would have went on through his hand.
Right now, everything seems to be just a little bit high for Hartshorne. That could be the adrenaline, ready to play a football game, but need to settle in here. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Brett's the lone receiver on the far side. Jackson takes the snap, hands to Kelby up the middle. Does a good job of breaking a couple of tackles. Well, he broke the initial tackle, but the defense made up the ground, and now it's going to be 4th and goal from about the 16.
He had a couple of negative plays there and kind of held the drive up. So I think Miners can punch it in from here.
Fourth down territory here. Jackson drops back. Pass out to Brett. Brett's got it at the 10. He's going to be inside the 5. Is he going to make it into the end zone?
No, he's not.
Looks like he's going to be short.
He's going to be just a little short. Got the 3.
And that's where Hartshorne turns the ball over on downs, and Wewoka holds on the first drive of the game. Coach, Hartshorne had a nice drive going there, just could not seem to
we got away from Kelby Thomason. We got away from Kelby Thomason. He got a little winded and went and took a sideline break, and then it kind of fizzled out from there.
Miner defense sets up at the 3-yard line here. First down and 10 Tigers. 6:37 left to play in the first quarter. Pitch comes to the near side. Malachi and let's see, who is that? Gus. Malachi and Gus wrap him up. Gain of about half a yard on first down.
It's a pretty good play there. So if the Miners don't make that play, he's going to be running for a long ways.
Wewoka, this is not a bad way for this game to start. Hartshorne takes a long drive but doesn't get any points, and now you've got the ball with a chance to run the first quarter down pretty deep here before you have to give it away.
We have a flag down, all start.
I'm not saying they didn't do it. There's only been one guy throwing flags out here today.
I don't know if they know this, but the clock is still running.
And there's no play clock. Play clock was down to 0, but they haven't reset it yet. So let's see if they're keeping it on the field, because the Tigers were in their huddle for quite a while. Here's the snap. Ball's on the ground. Quarterback comes to the near side. I think somebody got confused on what the play was supposed to be.
He attempted the pass play out to the left flat, and he was heavily pressured after the ball was fumbled at the snap. Throws it wide of as a target, so it ends up 3rd down.
We're going to call it 11, 3rd and 11 here.
Yeah, on the penalty, they're only able to move it half the distance. So
Miner defense can pin their ears back here. And now we have another flag, false start.
Another false start.
But this is a different official.
Yeah, I think he was getting jealous of the other one throwing it so many times. Half the distance, only going to move it about maybe a half a yard. Maybe a yard.
He might have just rolled the ball.
Even Moody looks like he's coming on the blitz.
And he is coming.
He's coming.
Passes away to the far side, and it's way out of reach, so it's going to be 4th down.
Good coverage. Cannon Ozier
Cannon had a better shot at that ball than the receiver. I think the quarterback saw the blitz too, and he didn't want to take any chances, got it out of his hand as quick as he could, but it was really long. So 4th down coming up here.
Now they're going to have to try to punt it from a short distance from the end zone, so he's only got about 11 yards. But he's not even going to get back there to the back line. He's still about an 8-yard snap. He gets it away, but it's short. It's going to bounce at the 27, cross the 30, and it's going to be downed at the 33-yard line. Hartshorne takes over 1st down and 10 for their 2nd possession of the game. Defense did a nice job keeping them inside the 5 and forcing a quick punt there. Got a good job by the Miners that time and containing the receivers and good coverage down the field, and they was fortunate to have to get a couple of penalties go their way, and so the Wewoka Tigers had their back against the wall there, but they were fortunate to able to at least get the punt out of the end zone.
Coach, we talked about it a little bit last week. You expect some athleticism out of Wewoka, and there's a few of their kids, some really good-looking kids, but one of them, probably the best-looking kids over here in street clothes on the sideline. They probably need to get him back.
Yeah, I can imagine he's got some kind of injury.
Jet sweep to Cannon around the left side. He gets the edge, and we're going to have a flag.
Loose.
Going to have a flag here. That's going to come back.
He had the 1st down, and he was hit, and the ball squirted forward about 10 yards and goes out of bounds. So we have a holding call. That holding call that flag was thrown way behind the play.
Now the ball's going to be spotted at Wewoka 36, 1st down and 15. Jackson hands off to Kelby. Kelby takes it up the middle, makes a cut up the middle of the field. He's going to be inside the 10.
Right at the 10, just barely.
It's going to be 1st and goal for the Miners, and now we're back on the Kelby train. That's a good sign here if the Miners can get him going. But good early. It's got him winded, I think.
Yeah, he got a little tired. He's going to have to I'd have to run it so many times, just cut down on the number of carries and make bigger yards.
Pass is going to be complete out to the right side. Gus is going to take it in for the score. So the Miners strike first. Nice pitch and catch there by Jackson and Gus for the touchdown.
Yeah, quick out pass to Gus to the right, and he makes the guy miss and takes it on into the end zone.
And the Miners stay on for the 2-point conversion try. Gus gets the jet sweep, and he's going to be in. So the Miners take the first score of the ball game on their 2nd possession. And it's Hartshorne 8, Wewoka 0. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Proud supporter of Hartshorne Public School and Miner football. Paul tells us in 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Our athletic competitions, just like life itself, will present us with many obstacles each day. Let Pastor Clint Pope and the members of Cornerstone Baptist Church help you fight the good fight. Come see us on Old US 270 Highway, east of Hartshorne. God bless you, and good luck to our Hartshorne Miners.
And we're back here. Malachi is setting the ball down on the 40 as we speak, counting his kickoff team members, and we'll have a kickoff here in just a second where the Miners have the 8-0 lead. Two receivers back deep for Wewoka. Going to be short, bounce at the 24-yard line. Number 3, Cameron Campbell on the return. He's going to be across the 35 out to about the 37. And Wewoka takes over 1st and 10 on their 2nd possession of the game.
I'm not sure. I think number 75 made that tackle. Was that Jonesy Vega?
Number 75 is Jonesy Vega. So they're going to spot it back at the 35. They didn't give him the bounce. Shelby got the bounce while ago.
Yeah, he did. In a row.
First down and 10, Wewoka. Motion to the near side. Quarterback
Options.
And
The ball's on the ground, and I believe the Miners have recovered.
Miners are going to have it.
And they do.
The old option play to the far side there, and it looked like he might have pitched a little behind his running back. Either way, it's on the ground, and the Miners come up with it. Which I didn't see who ended up on top of the ball there.
I think it was Cannon Ozier, but I'm not 100% either.
Ball spotted at the 30. First down and 10, Hartshorne. And that looked discombobulated from the time everybody took their spot there.
I don't know if it, yeah, it's offside. I don't know if that was on two, what it was on, whatever happened.
Well, it worked out better for us
because it went against them because the Miners, I think everybody moved except for the center. But I guess when the Tigers came across first.
And off to Kelby. He stops, lets his block develop. Still going. He's going to be inside the 15, it looks like. Let's see where they spot it. Just actually outside the 15. So they've decided we're not going to give the bounce anymore, it looks like. Ball spotted at the 16, first down and 10, Hartshorne.
Miners are moving quickly.
Back to the line, to the sideline to get the play. Here we go. Jackson rolls to the near side. He's looking, passes away. Intended for Malachi, but it's going to fall incomplete. Just a little low there.
His intended receivers, Carter Johnson and Gus Miller, who he wanted to throw to, were covered well. Malachi was wide open in the flat there, and he just underthrew him.
Malachi got the underneath throughout that time, and it looked like everybody was trying to protect the end zone. Forgot about Malachi. Second down and 10. Hand off to Kelby. Takes it up the middle. Drives through the first tackler. Let's see where he ends up here.
He's down about the 10, looks like.
And it'll be third down and 5. But the Miners are getting a little bit of a push now on the offensive line.
Kelby goes to the sideline for a breather.
Easton comes in as the running back. Brett's the far receiver, or the receiver to the far side. Carter Johnson's in the slot. Near side receiver is Gus Miller. Jackson hands off to Aston up the middle. He's going to be inside the 5. He'll have the first down, so it'll be first and goal Miners from about the 3.
Cameron Talent was right in there with them in the lead block right there. Drove his man back about where the 3-yard line, about where the ball is spotted.
Jackson's going to keep it around the right side, and it looks like he's going to step in relatively untouched for the score. So 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hartshorne scores their second touchdown of the game. And now the Miner offense is going to stay on for the 2-point conversion.
Extra point is good.
Aston Rowell takes it in for the 2-point conversion.
Swing pass out to the left. They had a good blocking out there by the wide receivers and sprung Aston into the end zone. 2 points.
We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Little Minor Learning Center is located at 930 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. We provide a loving, caring environment for children ages 6 weeks to 12 years. Cassie and Crystal are committed to making sure your little minor is ready to become a full-fledged Hartshorne minor and chase those championships. We accept DHS and Choctaw assistance, or we can discuss our private pay plans with you at 918-297-7606. Come down and check us out to see what the Little Minor difference is all about. Good luck to our former Little Miners, and go Blue!
And we're back. Malachi approaches, kicks, bounces at the 25, gets away from the return man, and the Miners get it covered up pretty quick from there. Number 22 on the return, Sherman Mitchell.
Number 50, I believe, is Brock Sutter on the stop. Correct me if I'm wrong. I did not bring my glasses.
Yes, no, that's exactly right. Brock Sutter. Suddenly Sutter.
Suddenly Sutter.
He was suddenly upon him. Put him on the ground. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. We'll take another time out here. You're listening to Minor Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister is here to help with all your banking needs. Call Jody Hash, your hometown banker, at 918-297-2511. You can also access our website at fnbmcallister.com, where you can view account balances, transfer funds, make payments, and apply for loans. Whatever your financial needs, Jody Hash and First National Bank of McAllister can help. Go Miners! First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, we blend our award-winning vehicles with an award-winning experience. We are proud to provide everyone who comes to our dealership an amazing experience, whether it's buying a new vehicle or getting your current car or truck serviced. Come see why Southeastern Oklahoma is Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford country. Visit us today at 720 South George Nye Expressway or call us at 918-423-2800. Remember to join us in supporting our first responders and teachers. Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse in Hartshorne has your game day covered. Whether you feel like taking on the 8 inches of beefy perfection of the Fat Daddy burger, or you want to tackle the 2 pounds of awesomeness in Grandma's French fries, we can make sure your gut's full for kickoff. You can't make it to the game? Come hang out with us and watch it on the big screen while you soak up the coldest, tallest draft in town. Fat Daddy's is your minor football headquarters. Call your order in at 918-297-4037 or come on down to 1018 Penn Avenue. Go Blue! And we're back in Wewoka where the Tigers have first down and 10. Ball spotted at the 22-yard line. They'll be moving from left to right now here in the second quarter. The quarterback looks to the near side, but he doesn't have time to turn it loose. The Miners get to him back at the 16-yard line. Coach, he had to be a little confused when all he could see was white.
Yeah, he dropped back to pass, and by the time he got set to throw, the Miners are on top of him. Not much time at all.
Quarterback looks to his left, intended for number 22. Sherman Mitchell falls incomplete.
Pressure again. Jackson Moody applying the pressure coming off the edge over there on the right side.
But you can tell that the Miners feel like they have some mismatches on that front line, and they're bringing extra guys to force them into bad situations, and they're not picking it up.
Yeah, they're not able to pick it up, and we're able to get there really quick, and we're relying on our outside guys to cover them one-on-one, which if they ever complete us or beat us out there, that's going to go for a big yardage. Here the Miners are showing blitz again, and here they come. Ball's away.
Is away. Oh, right through his hands.
Through his hands, and we got flag on the play, and
Cameron Campbell.
Ozier's getting up slowly.
Cameron Campbell was the intended receiver there.
I think they're going to get Ozier for pass interference, because that looked like pretty good coverage to me, but he might have made a little bit of contact.
He might have hurt his feelings just before the ball got there.
He must have stepped on his ankle or something, because he come up awful slow. trying to stay in the game.
I don't know that he got there any earlier than the ball did. I thought it was good defense, but we don't get to make that decision. So 3rd down and about 3 here after the pass interference call.
Yeah, in high school, it's just a yardage penalty. It's not a spot. All the way again.
It's going to be short, and it's going to be incomplete, but we have another flag, and if that's not offensive pass interference, then he's really missed his opportunity to get a good call or make a right call.
Yeah, because that had plenty of good position on him. If this is against Hartshorne, it's not a very good call.
That is not a good call. The throw was short.
If there's anything, it should be called on the offense.
Yeah, the cornerback was actually underneath the receiver, and the ball was short. The receiver grabbed his shoulder pad, and somehow that's a interference on.
And I think that's who they're calling it on, actually. I thought I saw him point. Because Gus was posted up, going to receive the pass for an interception.
I think the official tried to help him.
No,
the head official tried to help him out, but he didn't take it.
He called it against the Miners. That's not a very good call at all.
That'll give them a 1st down here. And I think if I'm Wewoka, I'm going to start throwing passes here for no other reason than they don't seem to understand the positioning of the defensive backs.
The first one we can go by and say, well, he might have touched him or something before the ball. That one, no.
Here we go. 1st down and 10. Ball spotted at the 44. Miners bringing everybody. Passes away, and it's knocked down by Gus Miller. Intended for number 22 again, Sherman Mitchell.
No flag on the play that time.
Coach, all 3 of the receivers ended up in about a 9-yard
it was like a
circle.
Like a Hail Mary to the middle of the field. But it was only thrown about 10 yards.
For those of you who don't know football quite as well as Coach Curlis and I, that would be somebody ran the wrong route.
Or was it?
Or was it to confuse the defense? So here we go. 2nd down and 10. Motion to the far side. Quarterback comes to the near side. There's the option. And that went absolutely
that
nowhere.
Play went backwards. Miners defended the option well. There are a lot of Sooner fans, and a lot of the coaches were big Sooner fans back in the day when that option was going big at the Sooner Nation, and the Miners knew how to defend that really well.
Yeah, that looked like some of the old Danny Bradley days right there. 3rd down, and we're going to call it about 19. Miners look like they're bringing the house again, and the pass is caught. I think they're going to give him the reception, but it's a loss of 1.
He had to slide to go down to catch that. That ball would have been better off letting it go. But it's going to bring up 4th down, I believe, isn't it?
The down marker is a little damaged. It looks like it's 3/4 down. So we're going to take a quick timeout. Wewoka is going to talk it over. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Raw Trucking Construction is the only call you'll need to make when you've got a project that has to be done now and done right. From dozer work and demolition to brush hogging and new construction, Randy and Angie Wilcox will make sure you are taken care of. Raw Trucking is located at 1514 Cali and Law Avenue in Hartshorne, or call 918-424-3472 to schedule a quote. If it's topsoil and gravel you need, we've got that too. At Raw Trucking and Construction, just give us a call. We do it all. Proud supporters of HHS and the Miner Nation.
At the Gym in Hartshorne, you can melt away some of those extra football tailgating pounds before the holidays. Memberships are available, or you can pay as you go. But let's get you back in game day form. Call us at 918-297-3700 or just stop by and take a look at our selection of ellipticals, treadmills, free weights, and universal machines to pump you up. We're located at 1009 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go, Miner Nation.
And we're back in Wewoka where the Tigers face a 4th down and 19 here.
Oh, the down marker says 3 and the scoreboard says 2, 2nd down.
We're going to say it might be 3rd down here, so here we go.
Well, they lined up like they were going to punt it. Then they decided, oh, we better run up there. They're not punting. So,
well, the Miners were back in punt formation and looked like the Tigers might have been in a short punt formation, but the snap went to the up back.
And he dropped
it. So loss of about 2 on the play is going to give Hartshorne the ball at the 30. I thought it was 4th down, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
So Hartshorne takes over 1st down and 10 at the Tigers 30 with a chance to put another score up and get a 3-possession lead here.
Well, he's getting a signal from the sideline.
And the Tigers run one on late. Hartshorne can't take advantage. The pass is intended for Kelby out here in the swing route, but it falls incomplete. A little out in front of him. Coach, you're just not quite as sharp right now as we were last couple of weeks.
Passes are a little bit off, or snaps are, some of them's high, some of them's low. Not real consistent.
Tigers run another one on late here. Hand off to Kelby up the middle. Big hole, still on his feet. Makes a cut down to the 15. Inside to the 10. Takes it back to the middle of the field. And he's going to get drugged down by his helmet at about the 5. Let's see where they mark it here. No, they're going to give him the 3. We're back to giving the bounce again. We'll take it.
Yeah.
1st down and goal.
He busted it out to the outside and had to look like he had a little bit room to keep going outside. He cut it back in and bulldog down from the back.
Hand off to Kelby again, and he's going to take it in for the score. So the Miners get their 3-possession lead here, and we'll go for 2. 8:54 left to play in the first half. Hartshorne is now 22 with the 2-point conversion upcoming.
Miners having a lot of success with Kelby Thomason right up the middle on several plays, whichever one you want to go, left or right, right off guard.
Hand off to Aston up the middle, and he's going to be in for the 2-point conversion. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Insurance is as hard or as simple as your agent allows for it to be. Insurance companies have different markets and specialties, and you either fit their market or you don't. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. I could fill you full of statistics about why you need insurance or the benefits of the companies I represent, but I'm not going to. I'm going to simply tell you that everything you need to know about insurance depends almost entirely on whether or not you can trust your agent. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. Find me on Facebook or call me for a quote.
Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your one-stop for lawn, garden, and farm needs. All kinds of show animal feed. Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your Big V feed dealer, as well as your local dealer for Purina, Martindale, and Showrite. Come by and let Big Ben or Little Johnny refill your propane bottles or fill your tank with off-road farm diesel. Just about everything you need at 625 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. Hartshorne Feed and Seed proudly supports Hartshorne Miners Athletics. Go Blue!
And the kickoff is returned by number 3, Cameron Campbell. He's forced out of bounds by number 6, Gage Coffey. And the ball's going to be spotted at the 43-yard line, 44-yard line. 1st down and 10, Tigers.
Gage Coffey, it's coffee time.
Coffee time.
We might get to
One
see
lump
some of
or
that.
2.
We might get to see some of that, hopefully.
That's what he got. I think that's what he asked that boy when he got up. 1 lump or 2. First down and 10. Now we've moved it out to the 45. Here we go. Under defense, looks like they're playing this one straight up. And the handoff is going to go out of bounds at about the 35.
It loaded dead.
That
the ball never was recovered, but he was touching the ball as his legs were out of bounds. So I think that killed him.
Yeah, I think that was the right call, is to keep blowing the whistle or blow it a little louder, because still had guys playing there. And that's going to set up second down and 20. Right now, Wewoka is a little discombobulated. That was supposed to be a handoff, but he didn't take it, so he kind of pitched it at him after he got by.
Kind of backwards and discombobulated was a good word for that.
Actually, I think it would have been an incomplete pass, but we'll take
it was backwards, so was the latter one. There's a false start, but didn't get called.
And the pass is intended out in the flat.
For the one that had it.
Number 20, Nadim Bruner.
Brett Lindley heard footsteps coming from Brett Lindley. That hit him right.
Just the sound of intimidation.
Yeah.
3rd and 20. Miners look like they're bringing pressure this time, and they do. Pass is away, and it's incomplete, but it's going to be a foul on Hartshorne. It looked like he got him in the helmet as he went by. The quarterback released the ball, but we got there a little bit late. But when we come down on his helmet. So I think they're going to call roughing the passer here. Mm-hmm. Personal foul is the indication against Hartshorne. And that'll give them an automatic first down, I believe. Personal foul.
It was a 15-yard penalty and automatic first down. Which takes it out to the original line of scrimmage, where we started the drive.
Right back where we started. 7:43 left to play in the first half.
Pretty sure it's first down. Yard marker third.
They need to give a first down there. Personal foul is an automatic first down. If they're telling them third, I agree with you, Coach. That's first down. Quarterback looks to his left. He's trying to avoid the rush. He will not. Kelby gets to him and takes him down at the 36-yard line.
Now they're saying second down. I think he just forgot to change his yard marker.
Well, now you got this official calling fourth down. The marker's got second down. They're going to change it to fourth down.
It's the third down. And I don't know how.
I think on the personal foul is an automatic first down. I'm as confused right now as the Wewoka coaching staff. If they're going to take a timeout and talk it over here, we'll take it with them. You're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Capital Equipment Rental in Hartshorne is your local source for tractors, trailers, skid steers, loaders, and much, much more. Let us help you find the right piece of equipment for that weekend project, and we'll even deliver it to your job site. At Capital Equipment Rental, we take pride in our customer service and providing the tools you need to make those do-it-yourself projects end up with professional results. Give Angie a call at 918-448-1600 to book your equipment rentals, or you can browse through our inventory at 810 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go Miners!
Miner football is back, and Hartshorne First Assembly proudly supports the Miner Nation. Jesus said in John 15:16, "You didn't choose me, I chose you." That tells us when we know whose we are, we know who we are. If you would like to discover more about who you are, Pastors Scott and Jamie Horseman invite you to join them at Hartshorne First Assembly, every Sunday at 11 and 6, Wednesdays for Edge Youth, Journey Kids, and HFS Connect groups at 7. Come be a part of the HFA family.
And we're back in Wewoka, where the Jeopardy music is still playing. The officials talked to the coaching staff over here on the Wewoka sideline, and I think we've settled on third down.
Don't ask me how to go.
We're still a little confused. There's no way it can be third down. Quarterback looking to the near side. Passes away. It's tipped, and that can't be a pass interference. So this will be interesting because the ball was tipped before it got to the receiver, and the official in the back went ahead and threw the flag even though the ball was tipped.
And he's talking to our players like he knows what he's doing. So.
And that's wrong. Okay. Well, let's see if they get the first down now. There's no way it could have been third down there, and that's what they have on the down mark.
Because it was third down, and they called roughing the passer. Moved the ball 15 yards, put it within 10 yards of the first down. Well, if it's not an automatic first down, which we think it is, then
it would have been third down.
It would have been third down again, and we had a sack, and it should have been either fourth down or second down. But no way it should have been third down. But it doesn't matter. They got another. We're still playing the game. Here we go.
Quarterback passes away. It's complete, and he's going to go in for the score. Missed the tackle there. Number 20, Nadine Bruner, is going to take it in for the score.
Nice throwing catch. Not going to take away anything away from the Tigers there, but they're just playing the game like the rest of them are.
Exactly.
But the I don't know, the officials need to
there's
some things in line on the field.
Right now, both coaching staffs are scratching their head, and the kids aren't real sure what down they're in. So what coverage are they playing?
And the scoreboard
can't fault the kids and the coaches right now.
The scoreboard says fourth down. 20 to go on the extra point.
So here we go. It is 24-6 now. Wewoka goes for 2. There's the pitch to the near side, and it will be incomplete.
Goes for a loss again.
So the score remains 24-6. We're going to take a quick timeout. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company. Our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
Call Shelter Insurance Agent Ira Brinley today for a free personal protection review.
Lindley's Grocery in Hartshorne has been family-owned and operated since 1979. Lindley's Grocery has fresh produce, hand-cut meats, and always friendly service. They even have smoked meats ready to go to make dinner easy for you tonight. Lindley's Grocery has a grocery app available, and they have call-in curbside service at 918-297-3543. Lindley's Grocery is a proud supporter of the Hartshorne Miners.
And we're back here for the kickoff where Wewoka will be kicking to Hartshorne after the touchdown. 24-6 is the score.
I think they're running the kicker on the field. They need him. No, actually, I think it was the receiver. He was over here on the sideline celebrating. He forgot he's in on the kicking team.
Kudos to that young man. It was a nice catch and run. Nice throw by the quarterback. Just not sure if it was on first down or seventh down. So here we go. Ball spotted at the 40. And the kicker approaches. Kick is away. Going to be short. And it actually rolls back towards Wewoka, and that could have been bad. Brett jumps on it.
Very good job by Brett Lindley jumping on that ball. It hit the ground and shot sideways away from everybody, and Brett was about the only one for the Miners that had a shot at it to keep it in possession of the Miners.
I don't think it was intended to be a deep onside kick, but he okay, now what have we got? We've got another flag.
There's a flag. Where is it?
The official is talking to the Hartshorne coaches. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Miners, and I'm not sure if Cannon said something as he went by the officials or what, but I think they're going to have a conversation with Cannon over on the sideline. You got to keep your cool here. I know it's frustrating. You're trying to decide what your coverages are supposed to be, what defense you're in, and you're not sure what the down even is, but that's the coach's job, and I think that's what Coach Williams told him just now. Head referee is talking to Coach Williams, and I'm not sure where we're going to start out here. It looks like the ball's going to be at the 28-yard line, first down and 10. Fakes the handoff, passes out to Gus. Gus brings it back to the middle of the field, breaks a tackle, makes the guy miss. Across midfield, he's down to about the 43 in Tiger territory. So nice pitching there.
Nice going catch
nice
there.
Run after the catch.
Moody to Miller.
They're going to put it down at the 42-yard line, but the marker's at the 43, so it's actually going to be 1st and 9 here. Fakes the handoff. Jackson keeps it. Across the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and he runs it out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Hartshorne offensively had a couple of big plays here and has the...
I don't think that was a busted play or something. Moody acted like he wanted to throw a quick slant over the middle there, and he immediately pulled it down and took off running. I don't know if somebody ran the wrong route or didn't run the route.
Or if it was going to be quick, if they didn't look back.
Yeah.
He just did the right thing and kept it himself. Hand off to Aston up the middle. He gets behind the line, uses his blockers. He's going to be inside the 10, down to about the 6. First down and goal for Hartshorne. Coach, we're not trying to be too critical of the officials here. It's just I'm not sure if they're sure what.
It's just obvious calls though that's why we're kind of hard on them.
It's not that it's affecting both teams, but you've got frustration on the Wewoka side as well. Now we have a flag for offsides, and I think Wewoka was trying to time the snap up there. And that last touchdown drive, I think the Wewoka coaches were probably more frustrated than we were. Fakes the handoff. Jackson keeps it. He's going to be in for the score. 4:15 left to play in the first half. Hartshorne extends their lead. Miners 30, Tigers 6, and the 2-point conversion is coming up. Coach, my experience as an official, sometimes you have crews that don't work together a whole lot. That could be the case here. Or you could have new guys on your crew and you just kind of get out of sync, and that could be the case. But either way, the downs on that last drive really had everybody confused. Jackson drops back. He's rolling. Passes away. Intended for Malachi, but it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion is no good. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Lindley's Grocery in Hartshorne has been family-owned and operated since 1979. Lindley's Grocery has fresh produce, hand-cut meats, and always friendly service. They even have smoked meats ready to go to make dinner easy for you tonight. Lindley's Grocery has a grocery app available, and they have call-in curbside service at 918-297-3543. Lindley's Grocery is a proud supporter of the Hartshorne Miners.
KQIK-FM Haleyville, KNNU, Antler, Attain Radio Group Station.
And we're back for kickoff. Malachi is heated up on the 40. He talks to his kickoff squad. And the Miners will kick it off with 4:15 left to play in the first half with the 30-6 lead. Kick is away. Over the head, number 22, let it get over his head there on that kickoff. Takes him back inside the 20, and the Miners converge at the 15.
Aiden Reeves had a hold of him, held him up, and the host of Miners finished him off. I believe it's old Brock Sudduth again.
Suddenly Sudduth. First down and 10 for the Tigers. That was not what they needed on that kickoff return. It got over Mitchell's head there and carried him back inside the 20. And from there, the Miners just kind of corralled him up until old Brock come in and cleaned it up. First down and 10. Miners stack the line of scrimmage here, show like they're going to have pressure. And here they come. Pass is thrown. It's caught out in the flat. Mitchell. And he's forced out of bounds by Gus Miller at the 41-yard line.
They were both busted coverage right there. They just come out of flat there. And I don't know if our linebackers were supposed to cover him, the one that was blitzing, or what happened, but somebody wasn't on the same page. He come out of there.
Now we've got a flag against
flag on the
Wewoka.
play, and they're telling one kid to go to the sideline.
I'm not sure.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
So the play results in a first down.
I believe they're going to call it after dead ball.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, but I read the official's lips, and he told the coach 55 is done. If he's ejected him from the game, there's going to be some paperwork, and that young man will be out for another ball game or two. I'm not sure what he said.
I mean, whatever he did was right in front of the official, and he was not happy about it.
Well, now you got guys switching jerseys on the sideline. I think that throws them into a number situation on their line. So looks like
Where's that number 55 staying in the game?
No. The injured player gave up his number 72 to this player that started out wearing number 9. So Cade Wood, junior linebacker, had the number 9 on, is going to have to play line now, so he's going to have a lineman number. I think they're reporting that to the official now. And Coach, I don't know what the young man said, and I'm not taking up for him. I'm not taking up for our player either. But you know, the frustration that the kids felt from that one drive, and it's kind of carrying over into the subsequent drives here, and it's hurting both teams.
Yeah, we had the same thing happen to us over there. We had an unsportsmanlike penalty called against us. And, if these officials or whatever not putting up with any kind of trash talking, I mean, that was a good pickup for the Tigers, and they're immediately now taking 15 yards off of it. I'm sure there's a little bit of talk going back and forth, and somebody said something the wrong way, and then the official heard it.
Well, it puts the ball, should have been spotted at the 39. First down and 10, they would have needed to get to the 49 for the first down. Instead, the ball is going to be spotted at the 26. So it is first down and quite a ways for the Tigers after that unsportsmanlike penalty. Officially, it'd be first and 25 officially, but I'm just saying it's a long way.
That's what I'm looking out there like you are, and they didn't move it back.
They didn't fix it, no. It's not right.
Moved back. What? 13 yards?
About 13 yards, yeah.
13-yard penalty held against the Tigers.
First down and 23 should be first down and 25. Quarterback drops back. He's looking over the middle. He has time. Rolls to his left, still looking. And he's going to be forced out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. Nice job by the Miner secondary there, forcing the quarterback to hold the ball, but the defensive line never could get to him. Good job by the quarterback rolling it out and getting a positive gain on the game.
What he could. The Miners had the receivers covered well out on the left flat. Quarterback's left-handed, so most of his pass plays are wanting to go to the left side.
Second and 18 here. Quarterback looks to the near side. Still looking. Passes away. It's going to be short. And both Brett and the receiver both going for the ball. It was thrown way back to the inside there and falls incomplete. Both of them had a hand on it.
And surprised we didn't call interference.
That ball was
not because we committed it.
No, it was an opportunity to call, but it was actually, the ball was thrown so far to the inside there. Both guys had a pretty good shot at it. Third down coming up here for the Tigers. 4 wide receiver set. Pass out to the flat way over the receiver's head, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Minute 43 left to play in the first half.
That's the first time I've seen the official signal stop the clock. The Tigers do look like they're in punt formation.
Short punt. Back deep for the Miners. Looks like Gus Miller.
High.
He's going to call fair catch at the 44-yard line. Hartshorne takes over with a minute 36, 35, 34, 33, 32.
Still going.
Still don't notice it.
30, 27, 26. Still going.
The Miners are going to lose 14, 15 seconds or more. It's still running.
Now we signal to stop it.
So 18 seconds come off the clock after the fair catch. Miners have a minute 15. See if they can go 56 yards here. Jackson rolls to his right. Pass is intended for Kelby, falls incomplete. 1:09 left to play in the first half.
He had his deep receiver open, too, on that play. Cannon Ogier.
He may be mad at Cannon for getting that penalty a while ago.
Yeah, it might be.
4 wide receiver set here. Jackson rolls to his right. Passes away. Caught by Gus. Gus breaks it down at the first down marker. Gets about 3 extra, and it's going to be first down Hartshorne at the Tiger 42. 58 seconds left to play in the first half.
I think the Miners may have called a timeout.
Timeout Hartshorne. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse in Hartshorne has your game day covered. Whether you feel like taking on the 8 inches of beefy perfection of the Fat Daddy Burger, or you want to tackle the 2 pounds of awesomeness in Grandma's French fries, we can make sure your gut's full for kickoff. You can't make it to the game? Come hang out with us and watch it on the big screen while you soak up the coldest, tallest draft in town. Fat Daddy's is your Miner football headquarters. Call your order in at 918-297-4037 or come on down to 1018 Penn Avenue. Go Blue!
Raw Trucking Construction is the only call you'll need to make when you've got a project that has to be done now and done right. From dozer work and demolition to brush hogging and new construction, Randy and Angie Wilcox will make sure you are taken care of. Raw Trucking is located at 1514 Cali and Law Avenue in Hartshorne or call 918-424-3472 to schedule a quote. If it's topsoil and gravel you need, we've got that too. At Raw Trucking and Construction, just give us a call. We do it all. Proud supporters of HHS and the Miner Nation.
And we're back after the Miner timeout. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line of Wewoka. First down and 10 Miners. Jackson takes a snap, rolls to his right. Pass is complete out to the right. Let's see. Cannon Ozier on the reception.
He's not mad at him anymore. It's a good pass.
Second down and 3 coming up here. 53 seconds left to play in the first half. Jackson drops back, looks to the near side, passes away, completed to Ozier again. And Cannon's across the 30 down to about the 28. First down and 10 Hartshorne.
Hartshorne's ready to go.
Miners are trying to get to the line here. And they clock it.
Hurry up and get out of the way.
Second down coming up here for Hartshorne. Didn't want to use a timeout there. 32 seconds left to play in the half. Three receivers to the far side. Brett's the lone receiver to the near side. Swing pass is going to fall incomplete, intended for Aston Rowell, and it's third down. If you're a Miner fan, you realize you're in 4-down territory here. You're 4 downs due to location on the field and time.
I wouldn't be surprised to hand it off right here. We'd have good success and big plays just running up the middle.
Jackson drops back. Screen. Aston with the catch.
Room.
Makes a move. He can stay on his feet one more step, and he's in. Nice job by Aston. No flags on the play. Little screen pass got him out away from the lineman, and then from there he had a couple of little chip blocks, but he made it work the last 5 yards, broke a couple of tackles, and got it into the end zone.
He broke a couple of tackles and carried the defender in the end zone.
So now the Miners,
we didn't need those 18 seconds. We got 20 seconds to spare, actually.
36-6 with the 2-point conversion coming up here. Takes the handoff, passes away, but it's knocked down. So the score remains Hartshorne 36, Wewoka 6. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
At the gym in Hartshorne, you can melt away some of those extra football tailgating pounds before the holidays. Memberships are available, or you can pay as you go. But let's get you back in game day form. Call us at 918-297-3700, or just stop by and take a look at our selection of ellipticals, treadmills, free weights, and universal machines to pump you up. We're located at 1009 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go, Miner Nation. At Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, we blend our award-winning vehicles with an award-winning experience. We are proud to provide everyone who comes to our dealership an amazing experience, whether it's buying a new vehicle or getting your current car or truck serviced. Come see why southeastern Oklahoma is Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford country. Visit us today at 720 South George Nye Expressway or call us at 918-423-2800. Remember to join us in supporting our first responders and teachers.
Coach, we come back a little late on that timeout there. Malachi had kicked it kind of an onside. I don't know if it was.
He was intended onside kick, and he kicked it and executed it well, and the Miners come up with it. He lined it up, and I was like,
The ball actually went 13 yards instead of 10, so we were good on distance. But
and then Wewoka had a shot at it and then didn't come up with it, and the Miners took two guys. One of them, first one missed it, and the next one got it, and I believe it was Brock Sutter.
I'm not sure.
And there was.
I'm not sure who the first one was that got a hand on it. It looked like number 3.
There was more than 10 seconds on the clock. But they ran it down to 5, and they told them to put 10 on there.
10 seconds. Jackson drops back. He's looking down the field, but he shortens the route intended for Gus. Ball's incomplete with 5 seconds left. The Miners will have one more shot at it here before halftime. Signal comes in from the sideline. 4 wide receivers set here. Jackson looks to the near side. It's complete to Brett. Brett breaks the tackle. I don't know if he's going to be able to outrun him or not, but he cuts inside. He's going to be out of bounds at the 5. Dadgummit, we needed one more block. But that's going to do it for the first half. Hartshorne jumps out to a 36-6 halftime lead. We'll take a quick timeout here, and we'll bring back Wewoka to take you into halftime. You're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister is here to help with all your banking needs. Call Jody Hash, your hometown banker, at 918-297-2511. You can also access our website at fnbmcallister.com, where you can view account balances, transfer funds, make payments, and apply for loans. Whatever your financial needs, Jody Hash and First National Bank of McAllister can help. Go Miners! First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Little Miner Learning Center is located at 930 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. We provide a loving, caring environment for children ages 6 weeks to 12 years. Cassie and Crystal are committed to making sure your little miner is ready to become a full-fledged Hartshorne miner and chase those championships. We accept DHS and Choctaw assistance, or we can discuss our private pay plans with you at 918-297-7606. Come down and check us out to see what the little mining difference is all about. Good luck to our former little miners, and go Blue! Cornerstone Baptist Church is a proud supporter of Hartshorne Public School and Miner football. Paul tells us in 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Our athletic competitions, just like life itself, will present us with many obstacles each day. Let Pastor Clint Pope and the members of Cornerstone Baptist Church help you fight the good fight. Come see us on Old US 270 Highway, east of Hartshorne. God bless you, and good luck to our Hartshorne Miners.
Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse in Hartshorne has your game day covered. Whether you feel like taking on the 8 inches of beefy perfection of the Fat Daddy burger, or you want to tackle the 2 pounds of awesomeness in Grandma's French fries, we can make sure your gut's full for kickoff. You can't make it to the game? Come hang out with us and watch it on the big screen while you soak up the coldest, tallest draft in town. Fat Daddy's is your Miner football headquarters. Call your order in at 918-297-4037 or come on down to 1018 Penn Avenue. Go Blue!
Raw Trucking Construction is the only call you'll need to make when you've got a project that has to be done now and done right. From dozer work and demolition to brush hogging and new construction, Randy and Angie Wilcox will make sure you are taken care of. Raw Trucking is located at 1514 Cali and Law Avenue in Hartshorne, or call 918-424-3472 to schedule a quote. If it's topsoil and gravel you need, we got that too. At Raw Trucking and Construction, just give us a call. We do it all. Proud supporters of HHS and the Miner Nation.
At the Gym in Hartshorne, you can melt away some of those extra football tailgating pounds before the holidays. Memberships are available, or you can pay as you go. But let's get you back in game day form. Call us at 918-297-3700, or just stop by and take a look at our selection of ellipticals, treadmills, free weights, and universal machines to pump you up. We're located at 1009 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go, Miner Nation.
And we're back in Wewoka where it is halftime, and the Miners have a 36-6 lead. Confusing first half, is that how you would describe it?
Confusing on the way the officiating has been, and it's going both ways. It's not one-sided or the other. That's the confusion that I'm seeing. With the Miners have been off a little bit on what some of their passes early, and they seem to get that fixed and connected. Some of our snaps are not consistent. Some of them a little high, a little wide. But we're playing the game, and the Miners have the lead, 36-6.
Well, and that's, I think, going with our theme. I mean, we've had some routes that look like they maybe not the right route by all the receivers. They end up in the same place. That's happened to both teams a couple of times. And then you have some of the officiating questions that both coaching staffs are having to work through, and just the frustration of it. I think a couple of kids on both sides have gotten a little frustrated with it, and not taking up for those guys. They got to let the coaches do their job, but say things to an official and you get a couple of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, and it's just a frustrating situation for everybody. But as it sits right now, Hartshorne's overcome that, got the 36-6 lead going here at halftime.
Yeah, and they were knocking on the door there. They had that 18 seconds back that they ran off the clock there in the drive before. We could have scored again because Brett took it down to the 5-yard line before we ran out of time there.
And was out of bounds.
So, yeah, and we still had timeouts left also. So.
Just, like I said, just kind of an odd first half here, but the Miners have the lead, and that's a good thing. So, Coach, we didn't get to talk pregame. We mentioned last week that, Wewoka's always going to have an athlete or two that you're going to have to know where they're at and what they're doing. Quarterback's very athletic, made a couple of good throws, and you got a couple of receivers on the edge. Obviously, the touchdown, I mean, if you don't get them on the ground, they've got the ability to take it to the house.
Yeah, they always have some good athletes over here, and if they get loose, and like we said, if they do, it's going to be a long run. And we went for the ball and then got out of position and made the catch and couldn't make the tackle, and he took it to the house.
Well, obviously you want to focus on getting through this week, but it's a little hard for the Miners knowing what last year held for us. Next week's a big week. You got Stroud, and it's going to be on the road, and last year that was your district championship game.
And it looks like it's probably going to be it again this year. And that's a difficult team that we're going to be facing next week. Like to see all of our guys come out of here healthy tonight. So maybe some of these other younger guys will get a little more playing time later on if we can get a few more points up on the board.
Exactly right, Coach. You're, this time of the year when you do get a lead and you get to play some of those younger guys, it serves two purposes. First of all, it might keep some of those starters healthy and get them out of the game a little bit. But it also gives those younger guys an opportunity to play because you never know when the injury bug might hit. And you're going to have the next man ready.
Yeah, the next man got to be ready. And it doesn't matter if you're a senior or if you're a freshman, you got to be ready to go if you're called on. So getting the experience is very, very valuable at this stage.
Well, Coach, the marching Miner band is on the field performing at halftime right now here in Wewoka. It's a great evening out here for football. Shadows are starting to land over the field here, and tops of the trees are still getting the sunshine. So the early start has given us more of that early game feel, like you said earlier, a scrimmage or week one. But the kids have adjusted, and looks like we're going to have a big lead to work with here in the second half. So maybe we can get some guys in the ball game and get them some experience.
Yeah, the band sounds really good right now. I can hear them through the headphones. Mr. Rosso has done a good job of getting them ready to go.
And Coach, it's not easy. This game time change came this morning, mid to late morning, and at the request of the law enforcement in this area, wanting to be here and be able to provide us a good environment here at the ball game, but also get their guys back on patrol and get them ready for Friday night. So happy to help those guys out when we get an opportunity to. They do a great job keeping everybody safe, and not just the guys that are back there in Hartshorne and Pittsburgh County, but up here, in Wewoka. And I want to thank all the law enforcement and the firefighters that are out here tonight. Really good environment here for these kids.
It's a good environment for the kids to keep everybody safe. And, it did cause some inconvenience for late changes like that for our fans. But the main thing is keeping everybody safe, and certainly do appreciate our law enforcement for doing that, especially for us tonight.
And, Coach, I want to thank our guys. I mean, our local guys working with us this week. Coach Hackler called me this morning. He's been in contact with Wewoka as well. Just a real team effort out of all of our first responders, and can't thank those guys enough. So definitely want to thank them for making everything possible. But everything's great here at the ball game. Like I said, the great night for football. Band sounded great. Kids are getting to do their thing on a Friday night, and the Miners have a lead. So couldn't ask for more right now.
Well, we'd like to jump over to some of our sponsors. This just in from the Hartshorne Feed and Seed, that ever popular rice brand that has been so hard to come by is now at the Hartshorne Feed and Seed.
Well, I'd seen a picture on Facebook. Benny said he'd gotten in a shipment of corn too. So
yeah, he's got a lot of.
Really only if you're a serious deer hunter. I mean, those weekend warrior type guys won't know what we're talking about. But the corn and the rice bran, for the real deer hunter, they know what we're saying.
Yeah, they know. It's been hard to come by for the last couple of weeks, what I understand. And he said he has some right now. Come by, see Benny Curtis at the Hartshorne Feed and Seed.
And Coach, we'll take a quick time out here and let our sponsors get a little quick word in here at halftime, and then we'll be back for the second half. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Insurance is as hard or as simple as your agent allows for it to be. Insurance companies have different markets and specialties, and you either fit their market or you don't. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. I could fill you full of statistics about why you need insurance or the benefits of the companies I represent, but I'm not going to. I'm going to simply tell you that everything you need to know about insurance depends almost entirely on whether or not you can trust your agent. My name is Josh Hass with Josh Hass Insurance. Find me on Facebook or call me for a quote.
Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your one-stop for lawn, garden, and farm needs. All kinds of show animal feed. Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your Big V feed dealer, as well as your local dealer for Purina, Martindale, and Showrite. Come by and let Big Ben or Lil Johnny refill your propane bottles or fill your tank with off-road farm diesel. Just about everything you need at 625 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. Hartshorne Feed and Seed proudly supports Hartshorne Miners Athletics. Go Blue!
Capital Equipment Rental in Hartshorne is your local source for tractors, trailers, skid steers, loaders, and much, much more. Let us help you find the right piece of equipment for that weekend project, and we'll even deliver it to your job site. At Capital Equipment Rental, we take pride in our customer service and providing the tools you need to make those do-it-yourself projects end up with professional results. Give Angie a call at 918-448-1600 to book your equipment rentals, or you can browse through our inventory at 810 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go Miners!
Lindley's Grocery in Hartshorne has been family-owned and operated since 1979. Lindley's Grocery has fresh produce, hand-cut meats, and always friendly service. They even have smoked meats ready to go to make dinner easy for you tonight. Lindley's Grocery has a grocery app available, and they have call-in curbside service at 918-297-3543. Lindley's Grocery is a proud supporter of the Hartshorne Miners.
A shield against the elements, comfort in the midst of chaos, shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
Call Shelter Insurance Agent Ira Brindley today for a free personal protection review.
Miner football is back, and Hartshorne First Assembly proudly supports the Miner Nation. Jesus said in John 15:16, "You didn't choose me, I chose you." That tells us when we know whose we are, we know who we are. If you would like to discover more about who you are, Pastors Scott and Jamie Horseman invite you to join them at Hartshorne First Assembly every Sunday at 11 and 6, Wednesdays for Edge Youth, Journey Kids, and HFS Connect groups at 7. Come be a part of the HFA family.
Cornerstone Baptist Church is a proud supporter of Hartshorne Public School and minor football. Paul tells us in 2 Timothy 4:7, "I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith." Our athletic competitions, just like life itself, will present us with many obstacles each day. Let Pastor Chris Hope and the members of Cornerstone Baptist Church help you fight the good fight. Come see us on Old US 270 Highway, east of Hartshorne. God bless you, and good luck to our Hartshorne Miners. Little Miner Learning Center is located at 930 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. We provide a loving, caring environment for children ages 6 weeks to 12 years. Cassie and Crystal are committed to making sure your little miner is ready to become a full-fledged Hartshorne miner and chase those championships. We accept DHS and Choctaw assistance, or we can discuss our private pay plan to see you at 918-297-7606. Come down and check us out to see what the Little Mining Difference is all about. Good luck to our former Little Miners, and go Blue! First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister is here to help with all your banking needs. Call Jody Hash, your hometown banker, at 918-297-2511. You can also access our website at fnbmcallister.com, where you can view account balances, transfer funds, make payments, and apply for loans. Whatever your financial needs, Jody Hass and First National Bank of McAllister can help. Go Miners! First National Bank and Trust Company of McAllister, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, we blend our award-winning vehicles with an award-winning experience. We are proud to provide everyone who comes to our dealership an amazing experience, whether it's buying a new vehicle or getting your current car or truck serviced. Come see why Southeastern Oklahoma is Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford country. Visit us today at 720 South George Nye Expressway or call us at 918-423-2800. Remember to join us in supporting our first responders and teachers. At the Gym in Hartshorne, you can melt away some of those extra football tailgating pounds before the holidays. Memberships are available, or you can pay as you go. But let's get you back in game day form. Call us at 918-297-3700, or just stop by and take a look at our selection of ellipticals, treadmills, free weights, and universal machines to pump you up. We're located at 1009 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go, Miner Nation.
Raw Trucking Construction is the only call you'll need to make when you've got a project that has to be done now and done right. From dozer work and demolition to brush hogging and new construction, Randy and Angie Wilcox will make sure you are taken care of. Raw Trucking is located at 1514 Cali and Law Avenue in Hartshorne, or call 918-424-3472 to schedule a quote. If it's topsoil and gravel you need, we got that too. At Raw Trucking and Construction, just give us a call. We do it all. Proud supporters of HHS and the Miner Nation.
Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse in Hartshorne has your game day covered. Whether you feel like taking on the 8 inches of beefy perfection of the Fat Daddy burger, or you want to tackle the 2 pounds of awesomeness in Grandma's French fries, we can make sure your gut's full for kickoff. You can't make it to the game? Come hang out with us and watch it on the big screen while you soak up the coldest, tallest draft in town. Fat Daddy's is your minor football headquarters. Call your order in at 918-297-4037 or come on down to 1018 Penn Avenue. Go Blue!
And we're back here in Wewoka, a little over 7 minutes before we start the second half. Hartshorne has the 36-6 lead, and the Miners will kick off to start the second half after taking the ball in the first half after we won the toss. Didn't defer. Just wanted the ball.
We just took the ball.
Just want it. Give it to us.
They might give it to us again. Who knows?
Well, you never know. They got to make the right decision coming out at halftime, but if they do, Hartshorne will be kicking off. So, Coach, what are your thoughts on college football so far?
Well, I think it's anybody's ball game to be won. I don't see any one team that can just look overpowering. Of course, I haven't watched Georgia, but I have watched some of the other teams. You know, I thought Texas looked really good against Alabama, and then they turn around and play somebody not so good and just barely squeak by. So Oklahoma has done fairly decent, and they're kind of the same. You know, they really haven't really haven't played anybody so far. But I am going to pat my own back about Colorado. They kind of finally played somebody, and it was handed back to them.
It didn't go so well.
So.
But I'll say this, Coach. I have a theory on college football: is any time Texas is in the conversation, it's anybody's game.
It's up for grabs.
It's anybody's game. I'm sorry. I've never really thought that Texas was head and shoulders above anybody. And of all the programs in the country that should be, Texas is the one. More money, more resources, more access to players than anybody, and never seen a program that could underachieve like Texas. But I'll give Coach Sarkisian a lot of credit. They've come out and been very competitive this year in situations. But I'm like you. I mean, when you play somebody that's really good like Alabama and you win that ball game by a couple of scores, that's great. But then you stumble a little bit, the next week or two. I mean, that's not what great teams do.
No, great teams show up every weekend and put it on people, regardless of whether they're supposed to be good or not. If they're not, then it's not a game. You get your players. You get a lot of people get playing time, kind of like the Miners are doing here. So, yeah, I know that there's some teams that are down from last year, and I think that NIL has really hurt some of the smaller schools, and it's going to be hard for them to overcome it. And they're going to have to figure it out how they're going to get their players to come there and be funded, or however you want to say it. I don't from the bigger.
Well, there's going to be schools that learn how to use it to their advantage, and there's going to be schools that don't learn it fast enough, and they're going to fall behind. And Coach, I mean, Clemson is kind of one. OSU's kind of been one that they just haven't attacked that portal the way some of the schools have, and starting to show a little bit. So it's you don't have to like it. It's just the new way of college football. So you better learn how to adapt and get better with it. So.
Yeah, my team was, if you don't know, everybody that's listening out there, I like Oklahoma State. My dad played at Oklahoma State for a little bit. We've kind of just put into our blood and in our family is that we're Oklahoma State fans, and it's been fun. I mean, Mike Gundy, since he's been there, has kind of program. He's had some good success, and this year it's not so good. So far. So I mean, but I'm looking for. I mean, if he, whenever they step onto the field and get things going, I'm looking for them to compete just like anybody else coming down the stretch. And when we may not be favored into the game, some of the games, but I believe the Cowboys are going to win a few.
Well, it's like everything else. You're going to have those games that you just don't look particularly well. You're going to have those years. But I think the portal, the NIL, transfer being what it is, it's a lot to have to wrap your arms around. And OSU had a great system for bringing in 2- and 3-star kids and making players out of them. Those days are slipping away. I mean, you're going to have to be able to go get somebody's 4-star or 5-star that's not playing enough. But right now, I would say, like I said, it's anybody's game, and my theory is anytime Texas is in the mix, it's anybody's game. So Miners do look like they're going to kick off here in the second half. Malachi has set it down on the 40. Going to kick to the north, which means that the Tigers will be traveling from left to right across your radio.
For somebody to get set, a chain gang.
Got the chain gang a little discombobulated there. But the kick is away. Number 22, Sherman Mitchell's going to bring it back to the near side. Brings it all the way across the field. Crosses the 25, and he's forced out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. Cannon Ozier and Peyton Ratliff.
Peyton Ratliff in hot pursuit, chasing him all the way from out of bounds.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball down at the 25. But she was up at the 28. First down and 10.
That back quarterback's going to keep it. And he's not going anywhere but backwards.
That was number 0. Who is that? Is that Kelby? Do you have to switch jerseys?
Might be it. Hit the name.
Oh, it just rolled up under there.
Wrinkled up.
His shirt rolls up in the front like mine does, but for different reasons, I think. He's number 0 on the front and number 8 on the back. Kelby come in there and did a nice job. Loss of 2 on first down, brings up 2nd and 12. Quarterback drops back, pass over the middle. It's intended for number 3.
Broken up by Gus Miller.
Cameron Campbell was the intended receiver, but Gus knocks it down, and it's going to be 3rd and 12. Miner defense mixing it up a little bit here so far tonight. Sometimes they're bringing a whole lot of pressure, and sometimes they back out of it. This time it looks like they're pressing the line of scrimmage like they're bringing a lot of pressure. We'll see what they end up doing. Dropping out into coverage, passes away, and intended for number 3 again, falls incomplete, so it's 4th down.
Evidently on the coverage.
Miner defense puts them in a punt situation here early in the 3rd quarter.
Pressure provided by Trace Morgan and Malachi Sunagui. One on each side. Which one did you want to get hit by?
That's not a good choice to have to make. Snaps back, kicks away. It's a short kick. Get out of the way, and it just about hit Brett, and he was trying to get out of the way. Somebody's going to have to stop him. He ran off the field almost trying to get away from it.
Almost to the buzz.
But the Miners will take over first down and 10.
Clock still running.
And being in the second half with a big lead, the coaches may have agreed on that at halftime. They can do that. You typically don't see it in the first half unless it's just really out of hand.
Well, the clock pretty much ran the whole first quarter. Second quarter, it was a little bit better about stopping.
They're going to set the ball down at the 36-yard line. That's the Tiger 36.
Oh, waiting on him. Waiting on something else. TV timeout, maybe?
Coach, they're going to – did we rough the punter? I didn't see a flag, but the Miners' defense is still on the field. We'll do a little homework here. Maybe there was a roughing the punter penalty, but it's first down and 10. Tigers still with the football. Quarterback drops back. He's looking under pressure. Malachi got to him, and that's going to be the end of that.
Trace Morgan stepped him up.
KQIK-FM Haleyville, KNNU,
stepped up and tried to get around him, but ran right into Malachi.
Radio Group Station.
Again, those two they're having a hard time blocking those two. But yeah, I'm still confused about how.
Which I never saw a flag.
Never saw a flag.
Never saw an indication that anything was awry, but on the punt, Brett ran away from it to try to get away from it so it wouldn't hit him. And then the next thing you know, the defense is back on the field. So it had to be a roughing the punter penalty. Second down and 13 for the Tigers. Passes away. And almost picked off by Brett. I think Cannon may have actually knocked it out of his hands. Brett had lined it up and was thinking he had a lot of room to run, but it falls incomplete. So third down for Wewoka. 7:41 left to play in the third quarter.
The clock did stop.
Clock stopped on that one. And we have a flag. False start is the indication. That'll move the ball back inside the 30. So 3rd and 13 turns into 3rd and 18 now. Tigers break the huddle here. 3rd down and 18. Miners show that they're going to play coverage here. Malachi gets through. Oh, ball's incomplete. Carter Johnson had his face mask and both hands on it, but it squirts away from him, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Malachi got to the quarterback and kind of made the ball come out a little odd.
Malachi got the pressure and the ball got away, and it came out, like you said, odd, and it hit Carter right in the face. He couldn't come up with the interception.
Hunter's back, kicks away. I'm looking for flags this time. Don't see anything. Gus takes it at the 39. He's going to cross midfield, inside the 40, inside the 35, and he's going to be brought down at about the line of scrimmage. So the punt really didn't give any advantage to the Tigers in that situation. Gus, with a nice return, brings it back to the 30-yard line, and the Miners take over 1st down and 10 with 7:09 left to play in the third.
Got nice blocking to seal the edge over there, and Gus take it to the right sideline and pick up good yards on the return. There's Brett. He made his way back.
Back from the bus. Gus is the far side receiver. Brett to the near side. Carter Johnson in the slot. Jackson Moody calls for the snap. Hand off to Kelby. Kelby breaks it up the middle of the field. He's got a blocker. Across the 25. Hesitation. Across the 20. Inside the 15. And, Coach, he did a nice job.
If he called hesitation, he's going to call block in the back, and it was not a block in the back. The kid went up, and he started to block him, and he turned his back, and we held up. And if anything, it was a brush up against it. It was just a brush. The kid, that guy there, same.
He's had several frustrating calls.
Several calls against that. Just,
and again, both ways, just that'll bring the ball back across the 25 to the 26-yard line. So negates a big gain. It's still a gain, but 1st down and 4.
I'm saying that's the one I saw. Now that could have been close to being that blocking back, but there could have been somewhere that I didn't see, I guess.
And off to Kelby again. He breaks it up the middle inside the 10 down to about the 9. No flags this time. 1st down and goal for the Miners.
First and goal for the Miners, like from the 8.
Takes the handoff to Kelby. Jackson keeps it. He's got pressure. Breaks the tackle. He's going to get a little bit of a gain here. Could have been a big loss, but he did a nice job.
He ended up gaining 5. They had him right in the backfield. he dropped back the pass, and pressure got to him, and they had a hold of him. But Jackson was strong enough to break that tackle and a couple more and pick up 5 yards of his own.
Two wide receivers to the far side, but handoff goes to Kelby. Thought he was going to fake the handoff. It looked like he was going to pull it, but he did hand it. And I don't think Kelby gained any yardage that time.
No gain, maybe a loss.
A little bit of a hesitation there. It looked like he was wanting to pull it and throw it, but Kelby with it.
It was maybe a loss, not a 5-yard loss. Now there they go. They rig spotted it back. Ball spotted, nose touching the 5-yard line.
Third down and goal. Brett goes in motion this time. Jet sweep goes to Brett. He's got Kelby in front of him. Cuts it inside, and he's going to be in for the score. The Miners get the touchdown. That time, Brett Lindley on the jet sweep, and he had Kelby out in front of him leading the way. So
good blocking on the edge by Malachi Sanagui, also stealing the edge.
3:27 left to play in the third quarter. Hartshorne 42 with a 2-point conversion to come. Wewoka 6. And Jackson hands it. Nope, keeps it himself, and he's going to take it in for the conversion. So Hartshorne 44, Wewoka 6, 3:27 left to play in the third quarter. Take a quick timeout. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Hi, this is Will Payne for Payne Radio Group and Q Country Legends 105.9. Proud to bring you Hartshorne football once again. We want to say thank you very much for being part of the family and supporting Hartshorne Miner football. If you'd like to sign up to sponsor a player or your civic group and local business, get a hold of us right now for Hartshorne Miner football. PayneRadioGroup.com. Go Miners!
And we're back where Malachi is going to tow it up again from the Miner 40. Hartshorne 44, Wewoka 6, 3:27 left to play in the third quarter. Kick is away. Bounces at the 25, rolls around a little bit. Picked up. Got a blocker. Across the 45 up to the 46-yard line. Cameron Campbell on the return. Nice job there by the Tigers. And they are set up with good field position here to start this drive. First down and 10 from their own 46-yard line.
Hayden Ratliff and Gage Coffee on the stop.
1 lump or 2 Coffee on the stop. Spotted at the 47-yard line.
Miners still have their main guys in on defense.
Probably not just extremely pleased with the way alignment has been a couple of times, and there's an offside against the Miners. So free 5 yards here. The coaches probably would like to see one more drive out of the starters here before they turn it over to the second string guys. But with misalignment and penalties, it's a little frustrating.
You know, some of the penalties are legit, and like that one there, it could have been questionable. He did a stutter step, and I don't know if he made a neutral zone or not, but he acted like he was going to go, and they called it. So
quarterback takes the snap, looks to the near side, passes away. It's deep, and it falls incomplete. Intended for number 3, Cameron Campbell. Brett Lindley on the defense for Hartshorne. 2nd and 5.
But there are some penalties, you know, that are legit penalties that need to be cleaned up by the Miners. This is not going into a game next week. You got to play clean. You're going to have a chance to win the game, and having penalties from putting you behind the chains or letting the other team get first downs. It definitely needs to be cleaned up.
Motion across the formation by Campbell. Handoff comes back to the near side, and the Miners are going to have him down inbounds. Number 11, Tanner Johnston on the carry. I think he's going to be right at the stick. Let's see if they give him the first down here. If that's the spot, then it's a first down, but they're calling third down. He's got to move the ball back quite a ways here. He's 1.5 yards off with that spot.
Lift the line, but cricket.
I don't know anybody that has crooked lines on a football field.
Me either.
Doesn't happen this day and age. If they were to measure where that ball is, it would be a first down by a solid yard, but they're going to call it third down and inches here. Handoff goes to the left side, and Aston Rao comes up with a big hit.
And they throw a flag for some reason.
And that will not be targeting. That is not a defenseless player when the running back ducks his head and tries to get 2 more yards.
Yeah, he's waving it off, that guy.
That's not a defenseless player.
He's telling them no. He took his flag from him.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 35, but that's the end of the third quarter. Hartshorne 44, Wewoka 6. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Miner football is back, and Hartshorne First Assembly proudly supports the Miner Nation. Jesus said in John 15:16, "You didn't choose me, I chose you." That tells us when we know whose we are, we know who we are. If you would like to discover more about who you are, Pastors Scott and Jamie Horseman invite you to join them at Hartshorne First Assembly every Sunday at 11 and 6, Wednesdays for Edge Youth, Journey Kids, and HFS Connect groups at 7. Come be a part of the HFA family.
Capital Equipment Rental in Hartshorne is your local source for tractors, trailers, skid steers, loaders, and much, much more. Let us help you find the right piece of equipment for that weekend project, and we'll even deliver it to your job site. At Capital Equipment Rental, we take pride in our customer service and providing the tools you need to make those do-it-yourself projects end up with professional results. Give Angie a call at 918-448-1600 to book your equipment rentals, or you can browse through our inventory at 810 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go Miners!
And we're back for the start of the fourth quarter here in Wewoka. Ball's going to be spotted at the Hartshorne 45-yard line, third down, and we'll call it 3 for the Tigers. Big play there by Aston Rao, comes up and puts a hammer on the running back, and thank goodness they picked that flag up because that was not targeting.
It's fourth down, isn't it?
Third.
I thought that was just third.
Quarterback drops back. He's got a receiver. Complete out to the right side. Brett gets there just as the ball gets to the receiver.
You're going to stop for no gain.
So no gain on the play.
Was that not third and
maybe
less than 1 when we get?
It was. You're correct. So ball should go over to Hartshorne now, and it looks like it will.
The down marker. Coach, I don't think the down marker went.
When we do our post-game, review of our performance tonight, I'm going to have to be less critical of you as normal. You really come through here on a couple of things, and that right there, I had third down, and it was fourth down.
Yeah, the Miners take over, and who was that? I couldn't tell who has the ball, but whoever it was got a first down, I believe.
Carter Johnson on the carry. And the Miners have the first down across the 50 down to the 44-yard line.
Lineman in the game now. We got Jagger Shaw, John O'Kelly,
Denton Hollis, that 55 or 65?
65. That's Cameron Talent.
Cameron Talent.
70 is
Braylon Eddington.
Anyway, swing. Was that a?
Ball's going to be inside the 15 at the 15.
We were trying to get our lineman's name called and failed to tell you what happened on the play.
Coach, the old eyesight's not what it used to be. I turn the light on to see them names. Jackson takes a snap, rolls to his left, passes away, complete to Cannon Osier, and he's in for the score. But we have a flag coming in here.
Coming in, looks like blocking the back.
You have an official standing there calling the touchdown 3 feet from the play, and you got a guy 30 yards from the play throwing a flag at the point of contact. This is going to be passing or blocking the back.
Yep. And I did not see if it was blocking the back. I just saw the flag and where it was thrown and the kid laying on the ground, and we did block him, but I was not sure it was in the back. But and it's the same official that
I think he's seeing it. I think he's seeing it late. You can start the block, and if the guy turns the back while you've engaged him, it doesn't matter. It's not a block in the back at that point. Otherwise, everybody getting blocked, just turn their back.
Mm-hmm.
Hand off up the middle.
Shelby Thomason, and he's into the end zone.
No flags this time. Touchdown's going to stand. Hartshorne goes to 50. And a 2-point conversion coming up here. And the Miner front has pretty well worn down the Tiger front here. Tigers don't have a ton of players. They're going both ways at just about every position. So
22 players total, I believe, what I counted. 17 now.
Hand off up the middle. I don't think he's going to make it. Shelby was not able to push it in that time. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your one-stop for lawn, garden, and farm needs. All kinds of show animal feed. Hartshorne Feed and Seed is your Big V feed dealer, as well as your local dealer for Purina, Martindale, and Showrite. Come by and let Big Ben or Little Johnny refill your propane bottles or fill your tank with off-road farm diesel. Just about everything you need at 625 Pennsylvania Avenue in Hartshorne. Hartshorne Feed and Seed proudly supports Hartshorne Miners Athletics. Go Blue!
And the Miners are set to kick off again here with 8:42 left to play in the ball game.
I'm surprised Fox not winning.
Hartshorne out to the big lead. Miners 50, Tigers 6. And the kick is away. Comes back to the near side. That's Sherman Mitchell on the return. Nice job by Mitchell. He's up near midfield. Let's see where they mark him out. Looks like about the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. First down and 10 for the Tigers. See if we can get some of these numbers in here, Coach. We've got a few new players for the Miners. Number 22, Aiden Reeves in at corner. I'll check that. Aiden's been in at corner. The Miners stay with.
Looks like they're staying with
the front first team defense one more time here. Passes away, and it's in and out of the hands of the receiver. Brett had a chance at it, and now we've got frustration coming through here on the offensive and defensive lines. Let's see what happens here. We have a flag. see what the officials come up with on this one. There was a little altercation kind of carried over after the whistle. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Miners here. That'll move the ball across midfield into Miner territory at the 40. First down and 10 for the Tigers. Quarterback comes to the near side. He's under pressure. Breaks that tackle, but he's not going to get away. Aston Rowell and Cameron Talent, I believe. Yes. Close him out there back at near midfield.
Shelby Thompson had the pressure on him initially, but got away from him, and Aston Rowell and Cameron cleaned it up.
Ball spotted back at the 48-yard line. 2nd and 18 coming up for the Tigers. Quarterback comes to the near side. Yet as he releases it, and it's caught, but he steps out of bounds.
But they're not going to call him out of bounds.
He stepped out of bounds 3 times.
He called it.
But there's a touchdown. Well, when the coaches watch the film, I mean, they're not going to be happy that he made that catch, but he definitely didn't score the touchdown conventionally, but it will be a touchdown in the book. So 5:23 left to play in the ball game. Hartshorne's lead is cut by 6 with a 2-point conversion coming up. Hartshorne still has the big lead. Miners 50, Tigers 12. Now the Tigers are trying to add the 2-point conversion here. And off up the middle. He will not make it to the goal line, so the score will remain Miners 50, Tigers 12. You're listening to Hartshorne Miner football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Lindley's Grocery in Hartshorne has been family-owned and operated since 1979. Lindley's Grocery has fresh produce, hand-cut meats, and always friendly service. They even have smoked meats ready to go to make dinner easy for you tonight. Lindley's Grocery has a grocery app available, and they have call-in curbside service at 918-297-3543. Lindley's Grocery is a proud supporter of the Hartshorne Miners.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
Call Shelter Insurance Agent Ira Brinley today for a free personal protection review.
And we're back in Wewoka, where we have 5 minutes, 23 seconds left to play in the ball game. Hartshorne with the big lead, Miners 50, Tigers 12. And the Tigers will kick off here after the touchdown reception by number 22, Sherman Mitchell.
Good throw and catch from the quarterback to the receiver.
Miners had 2 defenders over there.
Coaches did a good job of blocking the official from seeing him step out of bounds 3 times.
The Miners line up anticipating that there could be a squib or possibly an onside kick here. Everybody's kind of crowding the line. Let's see what the Tigers decide to do.
The ball sitting flat on the ground, horizontal instead of vertical.
He looks to both sides here. He's got the signal that he can go. And it is a squib kick. Rolls inside the 30 down to the 26. Aiden Reeves on the return. Aiden takes it across to the other side of the field. He's going to be across midfield, and he's out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. First down and 10, Hartshorne with good field position. Not a bad kick. Not a bad kick at all. Didn't use a tee, set it on the side, and it had kind of an odd spin on it when it got to Aiden, but he fielded it clean and took it back across the grain and got a nice return out of it.
I don't know if that's the way he intended for it to do, but
well, without his line making a little bit of an earlier break than what they made, I can't imagine that would have been an onside attempt. I think they were just trying to keep it on the ground and not let it get up in the air. First down and 10, Hartshorne.
Yeah, we got some new people in the game.
Hand off up the middle this time.
Coffee time.
Number 6, Gage Coffee. Quarterback in right now is number 3, Cross Mass.
Number 12, Whiteout.
Receiver to this side is Silas Miller. Receiver to the far side, number 88, Bo Williams.
Number 80.
Across the front side of the line there, I don't have a number 80 on this roster, Coach. I have to check that number and see if we can get a name for that young man. Cross fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, leans forward at the end of the run. He's across the 40, down to about the 38-yard line.
About 46.
46 is Cannon Brown.
Cannon Brown. 52, 55.
Clifford Cantrell and Denton Hollis.
I think that's Lone Chief, number 80.
Gage Coffee on the carry.
Caden Lone Chief, I believe, is
number 57. I don't have a 57 on here either, Coach.
I believe it's Tyler.
We need to get an updated roster here. And they go with the old Texas Freeze.
Draws them offside. Good job by the Miners holding their water and picking up a first down.
Ball's going to be spotted inside the 30 down to the 33. 2:15 left to play in the ball game, and the Miners have first down and 10. End off to Coffee up the middle. He's going to be across the 30. Yeah, we'll have to get those new numbers for next week. Miner offense looks to the other side of the field for the signal. Coming in from the coaches. Second down and 6. Hand off to Coffee again. He's caught in the backfield and brought down for a loss. And the Miners will only need to snap it one more time maybe to get out of here with the victory. Third down and 8. Number 57 is Tyler Crow. And off the Coffee. Takes it around the left side. We're going to have a flag on the play, so we'll have to have another snap now, it looks like. Holding is the indication against Hartshorne. And the clock continues to run here with the big lead, so maybe Hartshorne will not have to take another snap to get this one into the win column. The ball spotted at the 34-yard line. 14 seconds left to play. And the Miners are going to go ahead and run one more play here. Let the second team have one more snap. Mass rolls to his right. He's looking, passes away, and it's going to fall incomplete as time expires. So the Miners get the win in Wewoka, 50-12. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back to wrap it up. You're listening to Miner Football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
At Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, we blend our award-winning vehicles with an award-winning experience. We are proud to provide everyone who comes to our dealership an amazing experience, whether it's buying a new vehicle or getting your current car or truck serviced. Come see why Southeastern Oklahoma is Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford country. Visit us today at 720 South George Nye Expressway or call us at 918-423-2800. Remember to join us in supporting our first responders and teachers.
Fat Daddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse in Hartshorne has your game day covered. Whether you feel like taking on the 8 inches of beefy perfection of the Fat Daddy burger or you want to tackle the 2 pounds of awesomeness in Grandma's French fries, we can make sure your gut's full for kickoff. You can't make it to the game? Come hang out with us and watch it on the big screen while you soak up the coldest, tallest draft in town. Fat Daddy's is your Miner football headquarters. Call your order in at 918-297-4037 or come on down to 1018 Penn Avenue. Go Blue!
Cornerstone Baptist Church is a proud supporter of Hartshorne Public School and Minor football. Paul tells us in 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Our athletic competitions, just like life itself, will present us with many obstacles each day. Let Pastor Clint Pope and the members of Cornerstone Baptist Church help you fight the good fight. Come see us on Old US 270 Highway, east of Hartshorne. God bless you, and good luck to our Hartshorne Miners.
And, Coach, we're back here in Wewoka to wrap this one up. The Miners get out of here with a 50-12 win and seem to be relatively healthy coming out of this one. And
I think Landon Bond, he's the only one to come out of this game.
I thought he was limping a little bit over there. I'm not sure if it's an ankle or what that is, but he was able to walk on his own power, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Coach, next week, it's the game last year that was the district championship game. We're going to get on the buses and go to Stroud, and that's a big one.
It's going to be a much different ball game from what you've been facing the last few games, and so the Miners have got to clean up some penalties and be ready to go next week. Certainly, I'm looking forward to the contest.
Well, we certainly appreciate everybody joining us early tonight, early kick, and we want to thank all of our law enforcement personnel. We're trying to help those guys out. They needed to get back on their patrols here in this area, so they asked us to move it up, and I know it was inconvenient for our fans and some of our families, and we apologize for that, but anytime we can help our first responders, we're going to take the opportunity to do that and thank those guys for all the work they put in keeping us safe. So Miners, big win tonight, and like I said, next week, Coach, it's going to be a much different look.
A much different look, different from what we've been seeing, and so the Miners have been preparing. So let's see what we can do when we get there.
All right, well, we're going to close this one out from Wewoka. Miners get the win, 50-12. Next week in Stroud on the road again. We'll be talking to you from Stroud America up on the turn.